welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into some of the most mysterious and intriguing quests of the 20th century. We're talking about the Nazis and their relentless pursuit of ancient secrets and mystical artifacts. Think about it, man. The Nazis were obsessed with the occult. They believed that by harnessing the power of these artifacts, they could achieve world domination and potentially even immortality. It's some real Indiana Jones stuff, except with a much darker twist. So, let's uncover the top 5 ancient secrets the Nazis desperately tried to find. We're talking about quests that took them from the depths of history to the far corners of the globe. Get ready for some mind-blowing stories because this is some next-level conspiracy theory stuff. Alright, so the Holy Grail. This thing is like the ultimate prize, right? It's the stuff of legends, the kind of thing that has inspired countless stories and adventures. It's the cup that Jesus Christ supposedly drank from at the Last Supper, and legend has it that it has some crazy powers, like granting eternal life. Imagine that, a single sip and you're immortal. I mean, who wouldn't want a piece of that action? The allure of such a powerful artifact is undeniable. Now the Nazis, they were all about power. They were obsessed with it, constantly seeking ways to enhance their dominance. They were obsessed with it. Their ideology was steeped in the pursuit of ultimate control and supremacy. And they believed that finding the Holy Grail would give them the edge they needed to rule the world. It was more than just a quest. It was a mission to secure their place as the ultimate rulers. They had these guys, these SS Ahnenerbe divisions, who were like their own personal Indiana Jones squad. These were elite units dedicated to uncovering ancient secrets. They scoured Europe, digging up ancient ruins, raiding monasteries, all on the hunt for this legendary artifact. Their search was relentless and far-reaching. They were convinced that the Grail was hidden somewhere in Europe, maybe in some forgotten crypt or guarded by some secret society. The mystery only fueled their determination. They chased every lead, no matter how far-fetched. Every clue, no matter how obscure, was pursued with fervor. There were rumors that the Grail was connected to the Cathars, this heretical Christian sect in medieval France. The Cathars were believed to have hidden many secrets. So, naturally, the Nazis went digging around in Cathar castles and trying to decipher their ancient texts. They hoped to unlock the secrets that would lead them to the Grail. They even sent an expedition to Tibet because, hey, why not? The search for the Grail knew no bounds. They were looking for connections between the Grail and Eastern mysticism. They believed that ancient Eastern traditions might hold the key. They were casting a wide net, man. They were desperate. Their search spanned continents and cultures. Now, whether or not the Nazis ever actually found the Holy Grail is still a mystery. The truth remains elusive. Some people think they did, and that they're hiding it somewhere, waiting for the right time to unleash its power. The idea of a hidden Nazi stash is tantalizing. Others think it's all a bunch of hogwash. Skeptics argue that the Grail is nothing more than a myth. But here's the thing. The Nazis' obsession with the Grail tells us a lot about their mindset. It reveals their willingness to believe in the supernatural to achieve their ends. They were willing to go to any lengths to believe in anything, if it meant achieving their twisted goals. Their fanaticism knew no bounds. It's a chilling thought, man. The lengths they went to in their quest for power are a stark reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition. Okay, so next up we've got the Spear of Destiny. This thing is also known as the Holy Lance, and it's said to be the spear that pierced the side of Jesus Christ during the crucifixion. Talk about a dark relic, right? Now, the legend goes that whoever possesses the Spear of Destiny will have incredible power, like the power to win battles, to conquer nations, to rule the world. And the Nazis, well, they were all about that kind of power. They believed that the Spear of Destiny was a key to their ultimate victory. They thought it would make them invincible on the battlefield. And they weren't the first ones to believe this either. Throughout history, all sorts of rulers and conquerors have claimed to possess the Spear of Destiny, from Charlemagne to Napoleon. The Nazis believed that the Spear of Destiny was hidden in Vienna, Austria. They had this guy, Walter Johannes Stein, who was like their resident expert on the occult. And Stein told Hitler that the spear was being kept in the Hofburg treasury. So in 1938, when the Nazis annexed Austria, they went straight for the spear. They seized it from the treasury and took it back to Nuremberg, Germany, where they put it on display like some kind of twisted trophy. Now, after the war, the Spear of Destiny was returned to Austria. But there are still some people who believe that the spear in Vienna is a fake, and that the real spear of destiny is still out there, hidden somewhere, waiting to be found. Chapter 3. The Ark of the Covenant, Seeking Divine Power. Alright, let's talk about the Ark of the Covenant. This thing is straight out of the Bible, man. It's one of the most mysterious and powerful artifacts ever mentioned in religious texts. It's the chest that supposedly held the Ten Commandments, the very words of God inscribed on stone tablets. And according to legend, it had some serious mojo, a divine power that was beyond human comprehension. We're talking about a power that could level mountains, part seas, and perform miracles that defy the laws of nature. The Nazis, they were all about harnessing that kind of power. They were obsessed with the occult and ancient relics. They believed that if they could get their hands on the Ark of the Covenant, they could tap into its divine energy and use it to conquer the world, altering the course of history. They had this theory that the Ark was hidden somewhere in Ethiopia, a land rich in ancient history and religious significance. See, Ethiopia has this long tradition of Judaism, and there's a story that the Ark was brought there centuries ago for safekeeping, hidden away from those who would misuse its power. So, the Nazis sent a team of explorers and spies to Ethiopia to try and track it down, hoping to unlock its secrets. They were combing through ancient ruins, bribing local officials, interrogating religious leaders, doing whatever it took to find clues. They were like bloodhounds on the trail of ascent, relentless and determined. But the Ark, it's a slippery one. It has eluded seekers for centuries, it's been lost for centuries, and nobody knows for sure where it ended up. Its location remains one of the greatest mysteries of all time. Some people think it's hidden in a secret chamber beneath the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, a place of immense historical and religious significance. Others think it was smuggled out of Jerusalem before the Romans destroyed the city in 70 AD, hidden away to protect it from invaders. And then there are those who believe that the Ark is just a myth, a story made up to inspire faith and devotion among the people. But the Nazis, they weren't interested in myths. They were after something real, something they could use. They were looking for tangible power, something they could use to dominate the world, to bend it to their will. And the Ark of the Covenant, with its legendary powers, was the ultimate prize, a beacon of divine power that could change the fate of nations. Chapter 4, The Lost City of Atlantis, Searching for Ancient Technology. Now let's talk about Atlantis, man. This is like the ultimate lost civilization, right? A technologically advanced society that vanished beneath the waves centuries ago. It's a story that's captivated people for generations. And the Nazis, they were totally sucked in by the Atlantis myth. They believed that the Atlanteans possessed knowledge and technology that was far ahead of its time. They thought that if they could find Atlantis, they could unlock the secrets of the ancients and use them to create super weapons and dominate the world. They were poring over ancient texts, looking for clues to the location of this lost city. They were particularly interested in the writings of Plato, who described Atlantis in detail. They even sent expeditions to places like the Azores, Iceland, and Antarctica, all based on their interpretations of ancient maps and legends. They were convinced that Atlantis was real, and that it held the key to their ultimate victory. They believed that the Atlanteans were a master race, and that they, the Nazis, were their descendants, destined to reclaim their lost heritage. Now, of course, mainstream science dismisses the idea of Atlantis as a myth, but that didn't stop the Nazis from searching. They were obsessed with the occult, with the idea of ancient wisdom and hidden knowledge, and Atlantis for them represented the pinnacle of that knowledge. Chapter 5, The Vril Society and Their Mysterious Energy Source. Okay, so this one is really out there, even for the Nazis. We're talking about the Vril Society, a secret group that supposedly had access to a mysterious energy source known as Vril. Now the Vril Society, they were like the ultimate esoteric Nazi group. They were into all sorts of weird stuff, the occult, UFOs, you name it. They delved into ancient myths and legends seeking hidden truths. They believed that the Vril energy was a powerful force that could be harnessed for good or evil. And they believed that they were the ones who were meant to harness it. They saw themselves as the chosen ones. They thought that Vril could give them the power to create advanced weapons, to control the weather, to even travel through time and space. The possibilities seemed endless to them. It was like something out of a science fiction novel, a blend of fantasy and reality. The Nazis, they were intrigued by the Vril Society and their claims. They saw potential in these wild ideas. They saw the potential for a powerful new energy source, one that could give them a decisive advantage in the war. So they started funding the Vril Society's research, hoping to unlock the secrets of Vril. They invested significant resources. Now, whether or not the Vril Society actually existed is a matter of debate. The evidence is murky at best. Some people think they were a real group with real power, influencing events from behind the scenes, while others dismiss them as a product of Nazi propaganda or just a bunch of occultists with wild imaginations. The truth remains elusive, but regardless of whether or not the Vril Society was real, their ideas had a powerful hold on the Nazi imagination. They captivated minds. They represented the Nazis' obsession with the occult, with the idea that there were hidden forces in the universe that could be harnessed for power. This obsession drove many of their actions and beliefs. So, there you have it, the top 5 ancient secrets the Nazis desperately tried to find. These ancient secrets remain shrouded in mystery, but the Nazis' relentless pursuit of them is a testament to their belief in the supernatural. Think about it, man, these were some of the most powerful people in the world, and they were convinced that these ancient artifacts and lost civilizations held the key to ultimate power. It's a chilling thought, but it's also a reminder that the human desire for power knows no bounds. And it makes you wonder what else is out there, what other secrets are waiting to be uncovered, what other mysteries are hidden in the shadows of history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more intriguing historical mysteries.